Hi, my name is Caroline. I am the HR director for Soho Medical Doctors.
Hi, I'm Falana. I'm one of the HR generalists for Soho Medical Doctors.
And today is another episode of More Than HR Mondays. Today is the topic of manifestation of your future. So Falana, tell me, what is manifestation of your future?
So manifesting your future would be taking all those thoughts that you have in your mind of what the goals that you want to reach, all the things you want to accomplish, and actually bringing them into the physical. So whether that be writing them down, putting them in picture form, acting them out so you feel them physically, whatever you need to do to bring them into the physical and actually reach those goals in the future.
Into your fruition. I love that. I love that. I also think about it like sitting in my goals and aspirations. So sitting in it, whether it's like me meditating on it, whether it's me writing it down, like you stated, just like sitting in it, being present in what exactly do I want to do throughout my years. And it could be professionally, it could be, in reference to your personal life. What are your personal goals? It could, which also maybe talk about your health. So we're going to dive right into this. And so my second question to you, Falana, is when could someone begin this process?
You can begin at any time. So I think that for each stage of your life, it's going to look different on how you're actually working this out exactly. But you begin as a child, sort of without even realizing it, right? Like, I wanted to be a chef. I hate cooking now, but back in the day, it's originally what I thought that I loved to do. And so I would think of myself in the kitchen, cooking and all of these great things that I would make. Then you move to being a teenager and you're like, actually, I don't want to do X, Y, and Z anymore. In school, I studied blah, blah, blah. And now I want to do this. So you're kind of thinking more of what you want to do, the steps that you need to take. You're looking at what colleges you need to go to, what will tracking that career or those life goals look like for you. So you can start whenever. I would suggest you start today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. We should start today. In your research, because I know you've done a lot of research on this, what were some of your findings upon what other people do to kind of manifest their goals and aspirations?
So specifically talking about the adult stage, and what we could do if we're starting right now. It's the beginning of the new year. It's always a good time to start. Different things like vision boards. So while I was researching, there were different ways that you could make vision boards, which I thought was pretty cool. I kind of do the old school, grab a bunch of magazines and then go through them. And I'm like, yes, I love this word, hope. Yeah, just cut it out and add it to the board. But there are lots of other ways you can do it. They have apps that you can download to create vision boards now. You can go on Pinterest, designate a board specifically to be your vision board. Yeah. And we actually have an article, I think we're going to link to this video, from Oprah Daily. So I know Oprah does a vision board, your favorite person. So Oprah has a vision board. Deepak Chopra talks about having a vision board. Beyonce, like lots of people have this. And yes, clearly it does something to see the things that you're thinking outside of yourself and look at that every day, even subconsciously. It's good to have that. And we did also look at setting up a plan for yourself on how to reach your goals. So you can do them incrementally. And even if it's just today, I would like to accomplish X, Y, and Z. And you can start off small there.
Right. I know Govi, one of our partners, have taught me that it's like setting up my plan in 5-year increments, right? And like what I want to do. And when I was sitting with that, at first when he told me about it, I'm like, Govi, until I'm 60? I mean, I'm not there yet, So I started
a lot of years.
Right? So from where you are sitting in, right? Let's say, for example, you're sitting in at 35. So you do 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50, and so on and so on. It took me a while because I really had to sit within those 5-year plans and say, what is it that I really want to do? What's my ultimate goal, right? What's the ultimate goal? I call my ultimate goal the Oprah 2.0. And it's just because I want to manifest so many different areas of my life in different industries, tapping into mental health, tapping into media and marketing, like tapping into so many different finance parts, tapping into so many different goals. And so I've set this 5-year incremental goal, and it's so cool. So within my 5-year now, I want to run a half of a marathon. Falana, I see your face already.
For me, but no, that's really awesome though. I believe in you.
Thank you. So running a half a marathon, what does that mean? You know, sitting down, and what does that mean? So in that 5-year, it's to run the half a marathon. But every year leading up to that that milestone of the 5-year plan, what I do is every year I sit down and I think about, okay, what are my quarterly objectives for my life? How can I achieve that goal? So that goal is really catering to my health. And I know, Falana, you also will share the Indeed link. And Indeed kind of gives that example as well about running and like having these kind of marathon goals. Sitting with that, and in that year, so last year what I did was I actually ran 3Ks. So I had to run about 5Ks. I had to run about 3 5Ks, and that's what I needed to do. Well, because it was a pandemic, I did sign into 2 virtual 5Ks, and then the other one I just ran on my own. But it's leading up to that. So the next couple of years, it's about a 10K. And also I've changed the way I eat, right? So I've lost over the years, within this 5-year plan, I've lost about 46 pounds, and I'm still going because when I get to the half of a marathon, I need to be a certain weight in order for me to really build muscle and help myself get faster, or even want to continue the marathon, because that's a lot of miles on me, you know? And so, you know, it's like looking at your life in these incremental goals and setting plans. So you could do it professionally. So the 5-year plan, it's a combination of your personal life with your career and your professional life. Some people always think about these 5-year plans of it just being professional. And that's why More Than HR Mondays are here, because we're not just talking about your professional life. We're also talking about your personal goals and aspirations, because they, in fact, are very much, they're like parallel to what you want to do ultimately in your life, right? It's like a domino effect. It all affects you, right?
Absolutely. If you're not accomplishing what you want to in your personal life, it makes it difficult to then accomplish what you need to in your career as well. Yeah, for sure. And I know that Indeed plan also breaks down. I'm definitely going to link it because I think I'm going to use it too. It was pretty cool. It broke down. It's only a 5-year plan, but that's a good place to start. And it had personal goals, health goals, career goals, professional development. So learning as well, and also travel, which I thought was pretty cool. It's a good idea to think about these things.
And what people also need to know is that there's a section in there where it talks about refining your goals, right? So life happens, right? And circumstances happen. And so you need to go back and edit. So sometimes you'll just have to go back and edit some of these goals. You know, you just never know. What if I hurt my Achilles, God forbid? I mean, I would have to kind of revisit those type of goals that I have for my health and for the physical goals that I have. So again, I think it's also noting, just being aware that nothing is permanent. We know life kind of throws us that way sometimes, where we think it's like permanent. We have to do it this way. We don't. We're butterflies. We can fly and go where our heart desires, and we can redefine our goals the way we see fit within the years to come.
Yes, absolutely. There's not pressure when you're doing this. This is just, you're coming up with your dream, you're writing it down, you have your goal, and then go in and tweak it as it comes up. Like writing out until you're 60, there's no way it's going to be perfect, but you get to go in.
It was definitely not perfect.
You can even look back and see how far you've come. And that's a big deal too.
But you know what? I'll also say too, like, now that I know, or like I have a small idea of where I want to be where I'm 60, I start to talk like it. I start to say, well, buying a house right now doesn't match up to what I ultimately want to do, because I need to create and build wealth in another pocket, because I want to do more of media, and marketing myself and the brand of Soho MD for such and such reasons, right? Like, I have been actually thinking about these longer term goals and how, where I'm sitting in right now, the decisions that I make, I'm able to say no, which is a really important thing. Like, now I can say, nope, that doesn't align with my goals. I am not doing that, And before, it's just like, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, sounds good. Yeah.
I'm so undecided, but now I'm not. I'm like, I'm very sure of like what I want to do, very sure that, that does not match up with what I want to do,
Yeah.
So I really like that. And I also, as you know, Philana, I like to meditate. I know a lot of you sometimes see the background of where I am. I do have a meditation center, that I call it. And I manifest my dreams in there, but I also meditate on what I want to do, physically meditating on my life, and emotionally meditating on my life, and creating a calmness. You just talked about, maybe this thing could cause stress. Well, if it causes stress, take a step back. Remove yourself from your desk or your couch, wherever you are when you're writing this down, or you're creating your poster, and just sit in yourself and meditate upon what you really want to do, and letting yourself know, I'm breathing in anxiety and stress, but I'm letting it go with peace and calmness. I'm taking and reclaiming back my power to do so, right? So, Philana, man, I love this Monday. This was really good. This is a good topic.
Yes, definitely. I hope it's helpful. Yeah. Just being aware of what you want is a big deal. So it's just the first step. That's all.
The first step. You all can take that first step, and we're excited for you to take that first step. Happy Monday, and we wish you all the best and success within your week. Cheers, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.